Hello and welcome to UltraNote channel. In this daily video series called Mastering My UltraNote Wallet, you will discover all the UltraNote wallet features and learn how to make the most of the UltraNote privacy blockchain services. UltraNote core value proposition is exclusively built on privacy with zero compromise. Anything you do within the UltraNote ecosystem is completely confidential, anonymous and untraceable. If you are ready to adopt a more privacy-centered lifestyle, UltraNote is exactly what you need. So, let's go! Alright, so welcome back. Today we will see how to send an invoice to someone. As soon as you open your UltraNote Infinity wallet, please make sure that the wallet is fully synchronized and you can check the wallet status here. The wallet is fully synchronized. I have the green check mark and the height is 19,303. Okay, to send an invoice, we go to invoice and this is the invoice page with all the details you need for the payment. When sending an invoice to a client or just to request a payment from a friend or a family member, you will have to fill in this form, which will allow the person receiving the invoice to have a pre-filled payment instruction page to send back. So for example, what I will do here is I will enter the client's address. I can put a label here if I want for my address book, client 1. If I have to enter a payment ID because the client is using a particular wallet setup, I can enter the payment ID here, but most of them won't because each client will have their very own UltraNote Infinity wallet. How many coins the client is supposed to pay me back. So for example, if I send the invoice, if I have to send the invoice for 10 UltraNote Infinity coins, so I will enter 10 here. I will have to enter the invoice ID here. So usually every invoice has a number, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on which page of my invoice book or order number I'm referring to. Here we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you notice here, the QR code gets updated every time we update, we fill in the invoice form. So when we finish filling in this form, we will be able to have a completed QR code for the client to scan and pay for the payment request. Here I can enter an encrypted message. For example, I can enter, please execute payment for last month, right, due on 20th of June 2020. Again, I have to remind you that this message is encrypted on the blockchain. It's an encrypted blockchain message. You can write anything you want in here. No one will ever know the content of the message or anything relating to this invoice. The content and the subject or the amount of coins sent on this invoice is known only by the sender, right now me, and the person who will receive this invoice. No one else can verify this on the blockchain. It's blockchain encrypted, anonymous, untraceable. Every transaction happening on the UltraNote blockchain is completely confidential. Next, I have to add to check the add reply to, so that the recipient of this invoice will be able to send me the payment back automatically without having to fill anything. They just have to approve the invoice and have the relevant amount of coins on their wallet to pay me back. I can set a self-destruct timer on this, so that, for example, if I'm sending a particularly sensitive invoice to a client, I can select this and say, for example, this invoice will get self-destructed on the blockchain in 30 minutes. So the client will be able to access the invoice and then it will disappear from the blockchain, which means that there will be no traces of this transaction on the blockchain. The fees will automatically adjust itself when you enter the details of payment. I can also increase the anonymity level, like we saw on the previous video. It allows you to define what's the level of mixing and how far you want to hide the transaction of the blockchain. Most of the transaction that you will do on UltraNote Infinity wallets will be like level 2 or level 3. It depends on you, but by default every transaction on the UltraNote Infinity wallet are encrypted and hidden. You by default have a level 2 anonymity level, which means that you don't even have to worry about unless you really want to manually change it and increase the level of mixing. You can also attach a document to this. For example, if you have a picture of a physical invoice, a printed invoice, you can attach it to the transaction, and all of this will be readable with a QR scanner code from the recipient wallet, the client's wallet. As soon as I'm ready to request the payment, I will click on send, and the client will receive a notification on their wallet saying that they received an invoice, a payment request. As you can see here, the payment has been received. The invoice has been sent to the client, and every transaction on the UltraNote blockchain is instant. So when you send a transaction or a payment or a message or anything else, the recipient wallet will receive the transaction straight away. You don't have to wait for a few minutes like the blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain, to let you know that you received something, or you have to refresh your wallet. You will straight away have a notification saying that you received a transaction. Saving coins on the wallet, the blockchain will take approximately 20 minutes to confirm the transaction, but you will instantly know and see that the transaction has been done. Alright, so here you go. You are now ready to enjoy the invoicing feature of the UltraNote wallet. If you want to request payment from people, or you're doing some kind of business and you want to request payments and accept payments via the UltraNote blockchain, this is how you use the invoice system. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. Talk to you soon. Be safe. Cheers. Bye.